StashAway Wahed. These are just two of the biggest robo-advisors in Malaysia. But who is better? Welcome back to Mr. Money TV, the channel that makes financial knowledge fun. StashAway is a robo-advisor platform created in Singapore and that has been around since 2016. In 2017, they received a capital markets license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and a year later in October, StashAway came to our Malaysian shores. In November 2018, StashAway became the first platform to obtain a digital investment management license for fund management from our Malaysian Securities Commission. And as for Wahed, it is an American fintech company that was founded in 2017, which launched its first Sharia-compliant exchange-traded fund in 2019. Wahed is actually the world's first Islamic robo-advisor. And in 2019, Wahed came to our shores and was awarded the first Islamic digital investment manager license in Malaysia. Now, both StashAway and Wahed have their own apps, which you can download via the Google Play Store or App Store. However, only StashAway has a desktop version, which can be accessed on your desktop. So it may be more convenient for those of you who prefer to access it beyond just your smartphone. As for the user interface, both are very clean and easy to use, where you're able to see your investment portfolios, its performance, and what assets your money is being allocated to. What about fees? Both StashAway and Wahed have very similar fee structures. Both have zero registration and exit fees, withdrawal and transferring of portfolios. As for currency conversion fees, StashAway does have a currency conversion fee, which is charged at 0.1% on the spot rate, whereas Wahed does not. As for annual fees, both do have it. However, Wahed is marginally the cheaper of the two. Another thing to note is that while StashAway doesn't have a minimum deposit, Wahed does. So if you're planning to invest in Wahed, make sure you have at least 100 ringgit.
So, you've done your fundamental and technical analysis. But what's next? The truth is, stock price doesn't just go up or down for no reason. There has to be triggers. And these triggers come in the form of information. But with all the news in the market today, it's difficult to differentiate between useful information and noises. Even if you are able to, you may not have the luxury of time to filter this information out. That is why, through our market update community, our team of experts with more than 10 years market experience will do the hard work of filtering the noise for you to bring you the most useful and updated information, helping you to make day-to-day investment decisions. Join us for a 7 days free trial today to gain knowledge, be informed, and filter out noise to make the best investment decision for yourself. Terms and conditions apply.
As for the asset allocation, StashAway is a lot more global, as you can see here. Wahed, on the other hand, also has US stocks, but is also invested in Malaysian stocks and sukuk, as Malaysia is the biggest Islamic finance market. While it's not a deal breaker for me, I would prefer to just leave the local market investing to EPF or just to invest in it myself, which I currently do. Now, for the risk levels, with StashAway, you can select a risk level ranging from 6.5% to 36%. The way StashAway has determined the risk levels is via something they call a value at risk or VAR metric. Now, this VAR measures the likelihood of potential loss in your portfolio. Basically, that means how much you could lose in a year. And for StashAway, they use something called a 99% VAR, which means you have a 99% chance of not losing more than that risk level you selected for your portfolio. Okay, but what about Wahed then? As for Wahed, you may select risk levels ranging from gold to very aggressive. However, Wahed states nothing about the likelihood of potential loss in your portfolio in a given year. So for me, that's not very reassuring. In terms of portfolio, you're allowed to create as many portfolios on StashAway for free. However, with Wahed, you can create multiple portfolios. But if you have 2 or more portfolios, there will be an added flat rate charge of 2 ringgit 50 cents monthly fee or an annual fee of 0.39% or 0.79% depending on whichever is higher. In my opinion, it doesn't really make sense to charge us the additional fee. Maybe Wahed can explain to us why. So, which is better? It depends on you. If you're looking for Sharia-compliant investments, then Wahed is definitely worth considering. If you're not concerned about Sharia compliance and you want a more globally diversified portfolio, then go for StashAway. As for my personal experience having used both, in terms of user interface and app user friendliness, both are very similar and clear-cut. As for the returns, StashAway has been a lot better for me, thus has become my main robo-advisor platform. Do you use StashAway or Wahed? Tell us why in the comments below.